software engineering, data analytics, data science, AWS, cloud computing, and Salesforce. These are all sort of training that we offer.
And you say you want to reach 2 million by the time you get to 2030. How far are we from reaching the goal?
Having that cloud developer nano that I got with ALX assisted me in passing those 4-stage interview actually, and it gave me that foot and that leeway to actually pass it and know the things that they were asking.
Hi guys, welcome back to ITWeb on the road. We are here in Braamfontein at the ALX Tech Hub, where we're coming to introduce a new group of cohorts, and we're here with the General Manager of ALX South Africa. Can you please just introduce yourself to our viewers and just let us know what ALX is about and why today is so important?
Okay, thank you.
It's okay.
My name is Divesh. I'm the General Manager of ALX for South Africa. And ALX is a couple of things, right? But we're a technology trainings provider. We provide training in in-demand technology skills with a view that, in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, to enable the placement of 2 million young Africans in dignified employment by 2030 and 3 million by 2035. So it's a huge number, and ALX really is the sort of scaling arm of the group to get there.
And I mean, I know today we're here to introduce the new group of cohorts that are coming into ALX, and they're going to make use of this amazing space that we're in. Can you just tell why it is so important to have these sort of programs, especially when we are in the 4th industrial revolution?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, South Africa's got youth unemployment is at an all-time high, right? And the idea is that we provide, demand-led training, right? When I say that is we look at where global demand is, where the jobs are, and we kind of direct our training towards that. So, software engineering, data analytics, data science, AWS, cloud computing, and Salesforce. These are all sort of training that we offer. And the idea is that, there's global demand, and we enable then young people to go through our courses and, move towards those jobs.
And speaking of where we are, Braamfontein, I mean, it's right in the middle of Johannesburg, right deep inside the city. Can you say why you chose Braamfontein and why it's so important to have a place that is accessible to the youth of South Africa that are interested in the tech industry? I
mean, look, there's a couple of reasons that we took spaces, right? I mean, in the past, we were a fully remote training organization. And the idea of these hubs is a couple of things, right? I mean, one, to provide a safe space, a space with internet and Wi-Fi, no load shedding, clean water. That sort of support in terms of a physical infrastructure is important, right? But then also, these programs are hard. We've reduced the barriers to entry to get into our programs. So, we don't require any sort of previous qualifications. You don't need a matric, you don't need a university degree, you don't need any sort of experience in these fields to get in, right? So the idea is that we've reduced the barriers to entry, but we need to support our learners as much as possible. So the hubs also provide a community, right? A space to come in, to engage with your peers, to ask for support, to ask for help, so we can help you get through these programs as sort of securely, I guess, as possible.
Okay. You speak of reducing the barriers in terms of qualifications needed to come into ALX programs. Why did you guys feel it was necessary to do that? Did you think maybe it is because of the digital gap that we're trying to close in South Africa?
Yeah, because I think, the reality of a lot of these roles is that you don't need a degree to do them, right? And, to reach people who need it the most, to make the most impact. And, with the support of the MasterCard Foundation, we've been able to do that. I mean, I think as long as you're, between 18 and 34 from the African continent and can pass our sort of selection test, then you're accepted into our program.
And MasterCard is obviously a big partner when it comes to ALX and the work that you do. How did that partnership come about?
I think the partnership's been going for a couple of years, and the idea really is that we achieve this dream of 2 million young people in dignified employment and 3 million by 2035 together. And it's our job to kind of iterate and experiment and figure out how to get there, and that's what we've been doing.
And you say you want to reach 2 million by the time you get to 2030. How far are we from reaching the goal?
To date, we've placed over 80,000 young Africans in roles since 2021.
Wow.
So we are still quite far from the goal, but the whole point of ALX is to experiment and fail and iterate and scale, right? And next year is the year to start scaling.
Yeah. And I know ALX is in various African countries. We saw downstairs when we had the live presentations, we've got Nigeria, Malawi, and of course South Africa. Are you guys looking to go into other African countries that you currently are not in?
So the courses, when we started at the beginning of this year, so last year it was accessible across all of and every single one of our countries on the continent. In the beginning of this year, for our cohort, we were experimenting with the hubs and hub attendance. It was only in 8 markets, but now we've opened it up again to fully remote with the support of hubs for people who can access them.
And just to sort of round off the amazing day that we're having today, is there, looking towards the future, is there something that you're really excited about, thinking of the new cohorts that are coming in and where ALX has gone so far?
There's so many things I'm excited about. I'm excited for next year because, like I said, this year for us was a year of sort of testing and experimenting and figuring out what model works, right? So I'm excited about next year where we scale. I'm excited about carrying on and scaling our community building because, what we've been finding is that our ALX graduates and our ALX learners are our biggest and best ambassadors. Their stories really are what inspire the team. And their community really is what helps other learners stay through these very hard programs. I mean, our sort of slogan is we do hard things. And this is a very hard thing that our learners are doing, and I'm really excited about sort of growing and building and strengthening that community as we move forward.
Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for joining us on ITWeb on the road. We'll see you next time. Hi guys, welcome back to ITWeb on the road. We are still here at the ALX Tech Hub in Braamfontein, and we're joined by one of the alumni of ALX. Jolinda, can you please just introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay. Hi, my name is Jolinda. I'm a room fellow, also an alumni, as they put it. But then basically, currently, I'm actually a CSE at Amazon AWS to be specific. So basically what I do for a living is that I assist and I help and support different developers across the globe. So yeah, in a nutshell.
And about how you got interested in ALX and what made you take that step into the tech industry.
Okay, so I'm somebody who's always wanted to know more. So each and every single thing, I'll maybe encounter an obstacle in maybe a specific project that I'll be working on. But then if it ever happened that, okay, I don't have the skill and I don't want to tell my boss that I don't have the skill, so I would just browse and look for different opportunities, mainly free education, which is what ALX offers to us. So when I got the opportunities, it was for me to learn more about the cloud, find my feet in the cloud and open that door for myself.
And getting into ALX, as you said, it is a free program.
Yeah.
But what are some of the other sort of qualifications that someone who is watching might need to get into the program?
Actually, ALX is one of those funders and can I say programs? Yeah, that actually support those who actually have no background of tech whatsoever. So you just take a simple aptitude test, you pass it, and if you go through, you are through. You don't need to have any type of matric or certification, previous backgrounds don't really matter. So anybody can really do it.
And you now work at Amazon Web Services, or AWS as they call it.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you learned at ALX that now apply to your job? on a not everyday basis, but what are some of the lessons that you've taken from here and have applied to your real job?
Okay. So when you actually apply for a job, any type of job at Amazon, there's what we call a four-stage interview. This is where the first one will be like your soft skills, and then go on and on, it will be like a technical interview. The final one is whereby it's an all-day interview, whereby you're actually interviewed by different people who are Amazonians already, and they would actually grill you on some technical questions. Having that cloud developer nano that I got with ALX assisted me in passing those four-stage interview actually, and it gave me that foot and that leeway to actually pass it and know the things that they were asking.
And we've got a new group of cohorts or students who are coming into ALX today. That's why we're here on this amazing Saturday.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the messages that you want to pass on to the new group that is coming in?
Well, one thing about ALX is that you're always assisted. If maybe, for instance, you start falling behind or you start feeling like, what, maybe this is not for me, they will send you that text message, they will send you that WhatsApp message and be like, you can keep it going, 5 more minutes, keep it going. And but then we had, with my cohort especially, we even had connect sessions whereby if one person was struggling with a specific project, we'll all gather around and be like, what, let's all help you. Where are you struggling? What's the problem? So if there's one thing that I would actually like to place in the new cohort right now, I would say build a team for yourselves. It's not just for here, in future as well. The best leaders are the ones who always take ownership in their success, and also lean on other people who know more than them.
Thank you so much, Jolinda, for joining us today. And I'm sure you're going to have an amazing rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing popcorn and everything. Thank you, guys, and stay tuned for more ITWeb on the road.